Kia ora whānau mā, welcome to my abode and Bumblebee's wānanga. Just so everyone knows, Bumblebee Bum is my baby name and it was given to me by my parents when I was a little baby. So Bumblebee is a theme throughout all of my life. Anyway, this episode is going to be based off Pepeha, and if you haven't heard of Pepeha before, this is a great opportunity to know what it is in the Māori context. Also good to know is that the point of view that it's being spoken from is someone who grew up in Australia, who is part Māori and then part Scottish, Irish, European, which is really showing right now in winter. Aotearoa, New Zealand, yeah. But when it's summer, my guy, you definitely know where the Māori taha is. Cool. Pepeha is a form of introduction in modern day. You'll find it being used at a marae, in hui meetings, at an office. Basically, it's an introduction to introduce yourself to a space. Has been in the previous recent years used for more formal introduction, but people use it in everyday kind of introductions. I've heard it being done over the phone, at work, or over Zoom calls. Just it's a good way to connect. The mid 1800, it was Pepeha was the first time cited, the kupu Pepeha, and back in that day, Māori used it to declare their identity, as well as to honour where they are from. So at this point, you're probably thinking, what is the Pepeha then? So Pepeha can include a multitude of things that have to do with your background and what you're connected to. For instance, waka, so which is a boat, maunga, your mountain, awa, your river. Some say they're moana, their ocean, that they're connected to their marae, so that is their meeting house that their whānau, their family or their tribe are connected to, as well as their iwi, which is tribe. The Pepeha itself, I actually used to introduce myself on this platform in this space. So I said my own Pepeha, and I always use my Māori side when I speak on my Pepeha. However, anyone can use and introduce themselves with a Pepeha. It's encouraged because it's a really special, connected way to connect with other people. For instance, when you speak about, you are aware because you've done the research, you've been on the haerenga, the journey to connect with your ancestors, with your maunga that your ancestors were close to within their tribe, within their iwi, awa that they would, drink, and that would be their source of mauri. I guess the te ao Māori, like the Māori perspective of it, is that Papatūānuku, the land, is everything, right? That is life. So to acknowledge her first is a huge priority, because there would be no us without her. So to introduce oneself, you are saying your life force, essentially. And what is special is that the people that are able to speak their Pepeha, if they've done the research or their whānau, it's been passed down, it's a privilege. It's a privilege to be able to know that information. I feel very grateful for it because I know what boat my ancestors arrived to New Zealand on. I know the mountain that they're connected to, and when I go there, I feel very grounded within. I feel very tau, very relaxed and just centered and relaxed. The best, yeah. You don't have words for it. It's a feeling. So it is encouraged for everyone, because once you speak your Pepeha, so when I say to someone, ko ai au, who am I? And then I list everything before my name, because that is most important to me, and you're giving honour and tautoko to everything from the whenua, the land, or your people. And someone, the receiver, hears that, if they're from Aotearoa, they will make instant connections. And a lot of times I meet people that will be like, oh, your iwis, Ngāti Porou, Ngāti Kahangu, we are whānau, or we are whanaunga, we have connections, or your maunga's, mountain is this. there's a lot of times where we weave together, and I find more family, which is such a fun journey being in Aotearoa, is meeting more family and having more connections with people. And it's incredible because it's from speaking about the whenua first, not my name and all of the identity things that come with it, but what has brought me to this place in this vessel before me. And I think that's really special. A fun fact about Pepeha I learnt over Te Piere o Te Reo 2025, so full immersion Māori kōrero. It's my first, another time to express that, but from Kingi Kiriona, he mentioned that the Pepeha, the way that we use it in modern day, is quite a new thing. Apparently it was used or resurged in the late 1970s, because people were starting to forget their identity, to forget where their ancestors and all of, our taonga, our most cherishable things and knowledge about who we are. So people started using it more frequently as an introduction to not forget and reinstate and revitalize the reo, the Māori language, as well as keeping the knowledge of who we are within everyday use. If you haven't had experience using Pepeha before and you would like to, or if you're planning to come to Aotearoa or would like to know more, feel free to connect, and I can link you with someone else who might be better off speaking about Pepeha, because it's just a space of interest for me. But yeah, I hope this has helped, because sometimes it's hard to find information on Pepeha as well. But there are a lot of resources there. Anyway, ngā mihi nui for watching, and yes.